Can the Brooklyn Nets finally get their act together now that Ben Simmons is back? That is the question that many fans and higher-ups of the franchise are asking. Because the answer is anything but clear-cut right now. The Brooklyn Nets, by the metric of many in Las Vegas and analysts of the league, should have already been to the NBA Finals with Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and at one time, James Harden. They had the tools, just never the chemistry and health to get it done. Harden got traded to the 76ers for Ben Simmons, and both Kyrie and KD tried to get out as well. But now, they're stuck there, and Simmons is back. So is that enough to salvage this team? The return of Ben Simmons. After a 15-month hiatus from the court, that included a unique holdout, a trade, and back issues that ultimately led to surgery, Ben Simmons, 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defense First Team, 1-time All-NBA selection, was back in an NBA uniform Monday night. No one was more excited than Steve Nash, who along with GM Sean Marks is among his biggest fans. "It's a lot of fun for me," said Nash on how excited he is to finally see Simmons play as a Net. "I'm such a believer in his game. He's such a dynamic, unique player, does so many things while on the basketball court, and I think he's a great complement to our team. He makes his teammates better at both ends." So just giving him the support and platform to return from the injury and then long layoff, and then allowing him to continually grow with our group, so it's very exciting. As Brian Lewis notes, it's been 470 days since Simmons left the mics at the post-game press conference following the 76ers' loss to the Hawks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 470 days since he and others believe his superstar teammate Joel Embiid and head coach Doc Rivers threw him under the bus, as JJ Redick said in his podcast interview a week and a half ago. Whether you believe it or not, you can believe that Simmons is motivating himself to do as great as he can with the Nets. The new Nets. Now in the shadow of two great and recently controversial superstars, Simmons gets a chance to fix doubters' opinions and contribute to a championship run. He told Redick he's up for it. "It'll be great," Simmons said when asked about whether he's ready on the Old Man and the 3 podcast. "I'm excited to play with Kev, Kai, Joe Harris, all those guys. We have just an unbelievable team. For me, after the surgery, I knew what it was going to take to get back to where I needed to be, and I've been locked in. It's been tough, and no rehab is easy, and it's a grind, but that's what it's all about. The talent that we have, the type of players that we have, we're going to be able to run the floor. You know, we got Claxton who can run, who moves incredibly well. I mean, Kev, Patty, Kai, Joe. We just got Royce, another great 3-and-D guy. I'm missing people." His strengths are well known: court vision, underrated athleticism, stifling perimeter defense, and superb basketball IQ. So are his weaknesses: free throw shooting, in fact, any kind of shooting. Nash has gone out of his way, both following the trade and last week, to say he doesn't care if Simmons takes a shot or not. He's free to, but with so many shot makers on this team, he doesn't need to. His other skills are enough. One underappreciated aspect to Simmons' return is the fact that for the first time since the 2019-2020 season, he's not experiencing debilitating back pain. Pain that caused him to miss 8 games not long before the NBA shutdown, and was in such pain that he vomited on the floor during practice. It was also the reason why he didn't play in Game 4 of the Nets' first-round matchup with the Celtics. "I'm about to play. I'm about to go into Game 4. I tried to go into Game 4. I'm on the ground. I can't even move. So it's a real thing. And for me, it was frustrating because you have everyone saying whatever. But I try to block that out. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I'm not trying to sit out." Mentally, he seems ready and willing to take on his new role with Brooklyn, and he credits the organization for making that happen. "It's been great," Simmons told Redick and Alter the week before camp opened. "Obviously, it's going to be good getting traded for the first few moments, but it's been consistent. The foundation they have is great. Coaching staff has been incredible. Trainers have been great. Everyone's been... It's a very calm place to be, but it's a good environment. Every day, everyone has a happy face on. Everyone just wants to work and is very locked in when you go into that facility." He went on. "Naturally, I've always been one of the guys who can get their fitness up pretty quickly, so that really wasn't a worry for me," Simmons said. "It's the endurance of just playing 5-on-5, getting hit up and down, but overall, I feel great." As for free throw shooting, Nash thinks it will work out, careful to separate him and his organization from what happened in the past. "I haven't coached Ben before, so I have to wait and see how the year goes, but Ben put in a lot of time on his free throws," Nash said this week. He's actually got a nice touch, and we want to fill him with confidence. To be honest, whether Ben is super efficient from the line or not, I still want him to go to the line. As Jalen Rose has said about those 470 lost days, people forget how good Ben Simmons is. The results. So, how did that first game go? Simmons said he felt amazing while scoring 6 points, making 5 assists, and grabbing 4 rebounds over 19 minutes in Monday's 127-108 preseason loss to the 76ers. While that may not seem like much, the fact that he was able to play 19 minutes at all, even in a preseason game, is good, because that's 19 more minutes than he played all last season. "I'm grateful just to be able to step on that floor," Simmons said. "Step on an NBA floor again. I had a lot of fun out there." Players and coaches were excited by what they saw from Simmons on the offensive end, especially playing alongside Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. "I was telling him at halftime, when you're playing with some high-level players, despite what you heard, we're going to make the game easy for you," Irving said. "And he's going to love playing with us. He's going to love getting up and down the floor with us. But for him to be out there for his first day and for us to experience it with him is something that we can remember for the rest of the season as something that we got through. It's day one, highly anticipated. Glad it went his way tonight." Steve Nash knows the experience that Simmons, Durant, and Irving are getting while playing together in the preseason is key. "I was pleased overall," Nash said. "I think it's also new. We got to get through this. Guys need time together. Ben's playing with a totally different unit than he has in the past. Different style. It's going to be ugly at times, but I thought as the half wore on, you definitely started to see glimpses of the potential. The way they moved the ball, the way they were hounding the basketball defensively. I thought Ben looked pretty good overall and grew into the game through the half." Durant felt that way too. "Being away for a year, you get a lot of anxiety not playing," Durant said. "I know I did. Just anxious to see how I'm playing, where I'm going to play, what my role is on the team. But as a fan of the game, Kawhi Leonard being back is great for basketball. Jamal Murray being back is great for basketball. All the guys that have been out injured and being able to play again, it's a great feeling seeing them out there." So for right now, the team is in unity. But we've seen this show before with another big three from the Nets. Whether it holds up is up for debate. Durant likely isn't happy he's still there. Kyrie Irving's mood swings with every gust of wind, and Simmons will be questioned for his health until the season is done. So will the Nets finally be the squad that can break through and get to where they need to be? Only time will tell as the season looms. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at what Ben Simmons will bring to the Brooklyn Nets should he stay healthy? Will Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving support him enough to get the team to the top-tier level to fight the threats of the Eastern Conference? Or will this be another failed attempt at a super team? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.